So here's the harsh and sad truth. Our fathers set us up for failure many times. Not intentionally, not nefariously. They didn't do it because they were trying to cause us harm. But they didn't teach us that a world, our internal world, propped up by external things, was going to make us incredibly vulnerable. All right. So we're seeing young men around the world today who are falling, and they're falling because they're not getting the jobs their dad got. They're not getting the money their dad got. They're not getting the wives their dad got or partners. And so that creates a deep feeling of insecurity inside. It's like that failing, I'm not enough. It's driving men crazy. And essentially it was a story handed down to us by our fathers. And here's what makes us incredibly vulnerable to AI, guys, is that AI is just going to take that process of falling that's been happening to men for the last 30, 40 years at least, and it's going to exponentially increase it in the next 5 to 10 years. The things that our fathers had, especially for us like myself, the privileged white thinking elite, we will not have the things that our fathers had. We won't have the same jobs, we won't have the same cars, we won't have the same income. There's going to be a process where power is essentially taken away from most of us, not all of us. Some will retain the status that their fathers had. But for a lot of us, that process of falling that's begun for young man is just going to get exponentially worse, okay? And so really what we need is an alternative that prepares us for that process. And the answer, ironically, is in embracing failure. It's embracing the process of falling. And I know sitting there, you think that that is incredibly crazy. Like, how am I going to get happier by embracing falling? And here's the ironic truth, is when we fall, we actually are stepping into liberation from a story that external things will make us happy. And the science shows us that external things don't make us happy. Money doesn't make us happy beyond a certain point, neither does a car, neither does a job. Happiness comes from inside us. And unless we fall or fail, we will never see that, okay? And so for all history, for the 300,000 years that humans have been living on planet Earth, older men have taken younger men through a process called initiation. And older men, because they knew how dangerous it was for young men to be possessed by an idea that their external reality was the thing that made them happy, they would intentionally break these young men. I'm talking about the tribes around the world. There's so many case studies like this. Joseph Campbell's work on Hero with a Thousand Faces shows this process. It's basically universal across the world. Is older men would see the danger of a young man being obsessed with himself being the center of the world, and so they would break them as a group and force them into a place of failure and limbo so they could be prepared to live actually happy lives. And Jesus sums this up so well in his Sermon on the Mount when he said, "Blessed are the poor in spirit." Why? Because when we fail, our egos are finally allowed to see that we're not the dead center of the world. And when that happens, if we're not the dead center of the world, we start seeing other people around us. We start seeing the opportunity for relationships, communities, neighbors. That's what failure does. It invites other people and community. And we know, guys, our endocrine systems, our chemical systems, serotonin, oxytocin, dopamine, those things are driven by other people. And so what is the start to preparing yourself well for AI? The answer really is failing. Counterintuitive, but if you're failing, if you feel like you're not enough, if you're depressed and anxious and alone and afraid, I want to encourage you today, sitting there and watching this, you are in the perfect place to prepare yourself for AI. You are being set up for success if you can follow that process through. Because failing or falling, according to all of human history, is the perfect setup for young men being prepared to live meaningful lives.
Let go and love.